Okay, I'm back. um, so the situation was, I mean, obviously this one was reduced to a 4 because we said so through the damage, right? He got he got 1 damage. Um, I think that one was a 5. Okay, so this is a screenshot from my video, which is near the end. And this is right before I applied 1 damage to the shaman with the blade after doing his move to attack. So you can see it's 3, 6, 1, 2, 6, and 5. I was a little shocked that these two were still high, but I guess that is what it is. Shaman's almost dead though. So 3, 6, 6, 5. And then we come back, and I gotta reduce this to 3. Actually, a 2. I apologize. It's a 2 now. 2. Oh my gosh. It did it again. It just. All you have to do is. Come on. There, I locked it. Alright, so 2, 6. And it doesn't matter which one's a 1 versus which one's a 2. And then. Excuse me. That's comical. Alright, so I think we're good. Let's keep going. So the blade is going to. I think we're going to try to finish off that shaman. We have this one villager, and this guy can't get to the villager because, see, there's no way to get to him. So that villager is actually safe. This one, not so much. So, actually, I'm going to hold off on attacking. We're going to just engage the warden, and the warden's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on the villager. So let's see what kind of movement cards. So, like, the warden has this for a move 2. So I said it was going to be 1, 2, 3, and then a villager. So here's the villager, and then just one more, because that was a move 2. So by doing that, that was excellent. And I got to actually move the villager now, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got another one saved. So all that's left is this guy hiding behind the house, which actually they got to go very far to get to that villager. We might be okay. So I got to figure out what to do with the warden, though. He doesn't have any rush attacks or anything, so we are sitting on 5 crystals. I think we're going to move up and attack, which looks like we could do. The warden is here, and he can move 1 space and attack that berserker. So let's do that. We're going to move 1 space, and we could do an arcing strike, which is only going to hit him once. And I'm only going to be hitting 1 character if I do this. I do have the stand fast, which would let me give anybody, including himself, a shield. But you got to be within 3 of someone. And he's not. He's nowhere near anybody, actually. So what I'm going to do instead, I am going to do that, stand fast. But first of all, I'm going to battle flow this. Then I'm going to do stand fast, which costs 1. And give a shield to himself. Totally viable. And then we're going to do a shield bash. And I'll show you why this is going to be pretty effective here. And actually, yeah, we'll do the shield bash. We could actually did this in a different order. Remember I said battle flow 1, and then all this stuff moved after I did the stand fast? I'm going to leave that card I battle flowed here. This would get played, which would have caused that to go there. And then I play this card to here, right, as my battle flow. And then when I played this card, this would have battle flowed with everything else. So that way I got that card coming back to me quicker. Alright, why am I doing the shield bash? Well, first of all, it lets me draw a black. One for every shield my shield has, which is only one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I have one black coming out, and this needs to be shuffled. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, and then the black, and that's a critical, which is excellent. That's not excellent. I might re-roll that. Let me think about this. You know what? I'm going to re-roll it because it's just worth it to get the extra damage on a black. So let's see what else I get. Oh, you bum. Alright, I can add 2 to the damage. That's all I can do. So let's see what we got. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I am absolutely going to add 2. So this goes into the 3 spot. That puts it to 11, which is 2 damage to the shaman. And that is going to kill the shaman. And, or I'm sorry, no, that's 2 damage to the berserker. And I think we said that the berserker on the right is this one. So that's going to drop him down to a 3. Now, the next thing though is it has a 3 knockback. So this guy is going to get knocked back into this. The house does not get destroyed because this is not a large creature like the rat was. However, when I knock him back and he hits an obstacle, he loses a health. So that's going to cause this 3 to drop to a 2. That's why the knockback was really valuable in this situation. Okay, so we got that berserker down, which is good. And then I think the warden is out of... no, he still has 3 more points. Let me think. I think that was the shield bash. I just forgot to... Because, yeah, I took 1 for that. Yeah, he's done. Alright, and then who else we got left? The cur's down to 2. 2. Oh, 7. The blade. The blade still has... That's right, because I wanted to rescue this villager before I finish off the shaman. So the shaman has 2, and I don't know... I'm next to the cur, so I don't want to do the spin attack, which is what I have. So I can't do this one either. I mean, I could move back 1 space and then charge him. Because if you look at this, first of all, I'm in boar stance because I have 4 cards in the 1 spot. I move back 1 space, which is going to cost me a crystal. Then I move 3 in a straight line. I have to stop if I move adjacent to an enemy. And then I can attack with a knockback of 1. This attack only takes place if the card caused you to move at least 1 hex. And if in boar, I get to add 2 damage. So there's 1 crystal to walk backwards. And then this is going to cost 4 crystals. I played this card here. Those all move up. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and do an attack. And we get plus 2 damage because of the boar stance. So I have 2 yellow cubes. I'm going to do this. Oh, I got to decide. I'm going to do 3 whites. Ooh, I got lucky there. Alright, so there's 2, 4, 5, and this is a crit. Remember, the boar gives me 2 more for 7. So then I'm going to do the crit, which I will do a die. Oh, I almost got another crit. So then that makes it an 8. So unfortunately, that's only 1 damage to the shaman. And what did we say? I have to destroy 2 dice before we go to the level 2. So here's the deal. If we let the round end, there's 1, 2 of these cards left. He keeps drawing cards. He automatically goes to stage 2 if we go through all these cards. It's just, usually the 2 and 3 are worse. But I thought that the last boss we fought was not that case. I mean, one of those, the early cards were worse. I do have the use 2. I just need to have the right skill. And as you can see, I don't have it. I mean, I can spend 3 to do another attack. You know what? I will. We're going to go ahead and spend the 2, which means I'm only spending 1. We're going to do this attack, which is going to cause all this stuff to come back. Now, again, this is where timing matters. I am not going to have this in time for the attack. And yeah, we'll just get one more attack in. So that's 2 more yellows. We're going to go ahead and draw these. And then 1, 2 of those. Oh my gosh. That's a miss central there. We sort of knew that since we didn't draw any misses for yellows, but man. Okay, so we can use that as an opportunity to get a card back, or a token. I can actually grab an Animus token. You can grab any battle token when you do a determination issue. It doesn't have to just be a draw. We could grab a battle flow or one of these empowers. I actually want to get my 2 crystals back because I think the blade, there's a lot to do with him. He's got a lot of 4-cost skills. Okay, that does bring us to the end though, and yeah, I'm going to end up going to stage 2 before I ever destroy the dice. But I do like what we're doing. These 2 need to be whittled down as well, but I think we're at a spot now where we can go bam, 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 kill 4, and then focus on these 2 last. We do have to worry about, the extra dice being added to their attacks, but for now, they're going to do Warcry. So what does it say? All Scar tribes move 5 to their targets, and then attack mob, and each attack redraw a blank. I think there was a previous attack where they redraw blanks, and I don't know if I ever did that. So I apologize if that's the case. All Scar tribe move 3 directly away from their target. Okay, so here's what's interesting. When they're not next to you, they target the villager. But none of them can get to the villager. So I don't think that's who they end up targeting. This guy can't get anybody. We're all far away from him, so he goes after the nearest. So in this case, he would go after the villager then, or no, after the warden. So he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he just twiddles his thumbs. Now the Bone Maiden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets to the cur, or 1, 2, 3 gets to the warden. So she's doing warden. This guy's already next to the warden, and then this one is 1, 2, 3 to the cur and 1, 2, 3 to the warden, but he's further west, so he's going to go that way. And the shaman is already here, and the cur is the target because that's northwest. Right, so the cur is getting ganged up on, and so is the warden. And they get to redraw blanks. I need to remember that. So let's start with the cur. I thought, yeah, he has this one. If you're adjacent to an oathsworn, gain 1 against the damage. And so I'm going to do that. We're going to gain 1 defense against the damage. That puts him to 3. And then we're going to play this... ooh, I don't want to play backstab. Let's play the throwing daggers, which will give him a 2. And that's going to get all this stuff back. So he is at 5 defense right now against this attack. And it is a mob. So they're going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. And he's at 5, so that's 2 damage. I think he has a defense token. He does not. So he. Oh, nope, that's the wrong person. The cur. He does. So he's going to play one, and then that's going to just be 1 health loss for him. But he is down to 3, which is not good. Alright, next one is the Warden. He will play a 2 defense, which is going to go there. And that 2 defense, yeah, he's not going to do guard. Puts him up to 6. And same deal, it's a mob attack. And most of the misses are already gone. The misses get redrawn. 2, 4, 6, 7. Against 6, that's 1 health loss for the Warden. So he also drops to 3. Okay, we got him low. I'm feeling good. But yeah, we can't dilly-dally because they are going to, especially if they start amping up, we're going to get in trouble. It is our turn. Alright, and then I also forgot to bring these back. So, and then he gets that situation. He gets cut. And our archer is going to be able to unleash some fury, which is very good. Okay, I like how this is shaping up. I love how the villager is just completely safe behind that tree and house. Yeah, so we can just start pummeling these guys. It's just about killing them now. And I know the fact that some of these guys have 6 health is a problem. And we got to remember with these berserkers moving around that this is the one that's full health. This is the one that's not. And I think we can take out the leader pretty quick. Since he's 2 dice, it'll help us to. We can eliminate a die, and it doesn't, add to their strength. We don't want to be killing these 4 first and then him last. I think that would be counterproductive, especially in the attack dice department. So let's get her done. Oh, I forgot. They all move 3 away from their target. So this one would move 1, 2, 3 like this, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, which puts him right in the ranger's scope. So I think maybe the ranger should go first, because although the ranger could hit these guys that are far away, I do have to make sure I got the rear thing figured out, because I'm moving these guys around. He's facing the blade, which he is. So I would say that's not the rear. This guy, well, no, he'd be facing, because he's moving away from the blade. This one, we have the rear, because he's moving away. And then this one would be looking like that. And this guy would be looking, oops, like that. Oh, we forgot her. 1, 2, 3. This guy didn't attack anybody. But he still moves. Alright, wouldn't it be nice to have a grenade to just throw over here? So everybody's pretty far away. I could move the cur 2 spaces, and then we got a poop shoot attack. So let's do that. Come to the cur. I'm going to move 2 spaces using this. And then we're going to do a backstab because we're targeting his rear. And that's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4. And as we see, he has 2 yellows. We've drawn only 2 blanks. So that means there's 4 out of 10. We're going to use these yellows. And there's 4 out of 10 in here too. So we're going to roll 5 dice. Alright, let's make this work. Come on, come on, come on. But we only drew 1 blank. That is excellent. And then we have a crit. I am going to draw cards for the crits. So here's the first crit. So we drew a 1 and a 2. So we have 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12. This. Oh, I'm on the wrong guy. His backstab card added 5 more for 17. We gain 1 of these. So we're at 17 and we crit. Here, when we critical, we can battle flow 1 card. So I'm going to battle flow that card. And I criticaled. So we're going to battle flow that card. So 17 against who again? The shaman. Oh my gosh, I didn't need to do that much damage against the shaman. Shaman was down to 1. So he's obliterated, the shaman is. And because I killed 1, this comes out. And now is another. So these other guys are going to attack with an extra yellow card. Also, this triggers right away. Mutilate. The berserkers target the oathsworn closest to the center of the board, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the west one, this guy's dead. So let's get him off the board. So they're targeting the cur. Move 6 for the berserkers. All other move 4 to their targets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. Then everybody else moves 4 to theirs. So 1, 2, 3. Because that's the closest. And then 1, 2. Yeah, the cur's getting ganged up on. And they all have extra hit points. Okay, I'll fix that later. I gotta figure out his defense. I don't have one. He just has this card, which is going to send a bunch over here. That gives him a 2 defense, so he's up to 4. And he's not even next to a person. He's in trouble. So, oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Right, this isn't good. So they're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these. And then 1, two, three of those. All of that against the Cur. And the Cur doesn't have any of his smoke bombs or because all those cards that he needs are sitting right here. I maybe shouldn't have moved him and attacked with him. Defense of 4, no defense tokens. Oh man, I don't like this. This is not going to end well. Well, this was favorable. 2, 4, 7, 10. Yeah, 13 divided by 4 though. I mean, that's still 3 hits. And that's a kill. I mean, that's a KO on the Cur. I mean, I'm in complete control because I get to see the card. So I should not have had the Cur do that. That would be quite a retcon because I did 17 damage. Like, I want the Cur to attack somebody. I just don't necessarily need him to attack that one. I know why I did it because I was like, you know what? Then I'll use the Ranger to attack somebody further away. I can't have the Cur die, and I knew that by killing the Shaman that they would all target him like this. That's all public information. Now, I don't know what they would have drawn for their damage. Like, none of that I knew. I also know he only has 3 health. So, this is not a good move, and I know that I should be playing cards to get these back. Oh, KOing my Cur. This is early, too. He's going to get an injury. He's KO'd. I don't know what else to do. I'm just going to have to take it. I think it was a poor choice on my part, but he's KO'd. Okay, move next. The Warden's getting attacked too. I'm forgetting I got other attacks going on here. The Warden can play a defense. I don't know if he will. He doesn't have much to play. He'll play his guard to get 1 defense and move all this stuff over. So now he's at 5. And they drew a 5. I don't know if the Warden has any more defense tokens. He does. He'll play 1 and then take no damage. He's in good shape. And I think we'll go with the Warden next. So he's next to the Blood Maiden, who has a full 6 health die. So he needs to just go bonkers. He's got Measured Blow here, which is going to cost 3 crystal. And I don't get these cards back until I finish with the action, but that's the idea, is I definitely need those cards back. And so he's going to roll 1 yellow. I'm going to do 1 yellow and 3 white. Two, 4, 5, 6, and we'll draw the card. 8. 8 damage is still only 1 hit to the Bone Maiden. Right, now we got all this stuff back. I think we're going to keep attacking. I'm going to move one space over and attack with my thing that's going to push her into the wall. So he's oriented this way. So there's the one space move. And then the shield bash costs 3. And I'm going to spend my animus token. And I have to spend 1. And shield bash is a 2. And then I would have battle flowed this to here first, using his ability. So that's all done. Alright, so now we're going to do an attack. It's a shield bash. It's unarmed, but he gets to draw a black and then some whites. And how are we doing in this situation? There's 8 cards left. Yeah, we're going to have to roll. So I'm going to roll 3 whites, and I'm going to roll the black too. Excellent. We got a crit. 5, 6, 7. I'll draw this for the crit. 4. So that puts it to 11. Damage. And I have 2 1s. Right? The 2 1s let me do a redraw if I wanted. Do I want to redraw? I didn't really roll a blank, did I? I did. This one was a blank. Yeah, I'll redraw the blank. So now we're at 9. No, 5, 6, 7, 11. This puts us to 13. So I have a crit. I'll draw this for the crit. 13. 13 doesn't help. That's still just 2 damage, but we'll take it. And that's against the Bone Maiden again. So that puts him down to 3. So Warden did a good job of whittling the Bone Maiden down. Who else do we got? The leader and both of the berserkers are all sitting here because they attack the cur. So we're going to have the blade move 1 to there. And then the blade is going to do... Oh, come on. Where's Somersault? I need that card back. Somersault's what I was hoping for, so give me a second. I gotta redo my turn. We're going to... I was going to somersault to here and push him into there, and then both of them take a 1 health loss. That's what the knockback does. So I want to do this winnowing strike. I would need to move 1, 2, 3 to position myself for it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 to position. But instead of doing 3, I'm going to take a crystal back because I'm only going to spend 1 for the roll. That moves me 2. And then I'm going to do the winnowing strike, which is a 4. And we're going to hit everybody around him. And as you can see, he's got 3 of them next to him. He has 2 yellows. And is he next to an oathsworn? He would have been if the cur was still there. But yeah, he's going to spend 2 yellows. And that's all he's got. 2 yellows. So what am I doing here? I'm going to roll these 2. And I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3. We're going to roll 5 dice. Holy crap, that's a good roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll draw. 7. That's all he did was 7? I guess so. He was definitely not Serpent. Serpent would have meant he had to have a lot of this. I know, what did we do? We pushed one of these over. before I played this card, he was Ox. Alright, so I guess it's 7. So what that means is both Berserkers take 1 hit. And then I'm going to go ahead and destroy this die on the leader. So we're going to play the last card. Berserkers target the closest oathsworn and move 8 to them. Move the Berserker 4 directly away from the target and place the target closest empty hex, and then they can't move. So here's the part that's weird: is both of them are next to this one. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Move him with it. So now he's crippled, so the blade can't do anything. Well, this one was targeting the same guy, and he has nothing to move. So it's silly. See, the move 8 happens before they move away. I mean, I guess you could argue one of them moves you this way, and this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move them that way. You could argue that. So there you have it. Now, which Berserker? I guess they both have 1 health, so we don't have to worry about which one's which anymore. We're whittling them down. I am running out of action points, though. We do have her left. The cur is gone. Yeah, so we just have the ranger now. So the ranger could finish off the leader probably pretty easily. I don't think we're facing the rear of the leader anymore. We are facing the rear of this berserker, though. So yeah, we're going to just finish off the berserker then. We're going to thread the needle. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3. Hold on. What's the range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's too far away. We have to attack the leader. So I don't know if I would necessarily... We're not facing the right direction. We'll just do Ricochet. I know that costs 4, which stinks. You know what? No, we're going to do this one. It only costs 2. We'll do Disarming Shot. And that will battle flow all that. We have this for 2 more. Yep, we'll do it. And that actually would have battle flowed with it, because remember, it goes on, and then the battle flow doesn't happen until after the action is complete. Alright, so we're doing 4 yellow. Three out of the 8 are blank. I think I'm better off relying on the dice at this point. 4 yellow, and 3 of the 6 are blank. I'm going to do 1 white. Okay, I rolled well. I got 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to draw. Get another crit. And a 2. So half of these are blank. So 8, that 2 makes it a 10. This is a 13. I'm going to roll a yellow. That's a 15. That's 3 damage to my target, and I only needed 2. So I'm going to kill the leader now. That causes that to happen. Now there's 3 of them left, and 3 dice are destroyed. The moment that 2 were destroyed, we were supposed to go to stage 2, so I apologize. I probably did the wrong thing. So I'm sure somebody's correcting me in the comments, but this happens right now. Remove all Scar Tribe from the game board. Okay, he's dead. So we have these 3 left. Target the highest health oathsworn. The blade is 4. Actually, the ranger is probably it with 5. All oathsworn may move 3. Place the Scar Tribe and Hecate X's as close to the target as possible. Place in any order you wish, and always place them next to an oathsworn. And then they all basically mob uh, the ranger, basically. And then they're going to move 3 away. Alright, we could use this opportunity to just move 3. So I'm going to move her here. Actually, they could still get next to her. Never mind. Sure. So I don't want. We're going to move 1, 2, 3 towards the middle. Then 1, 2, 3 towards her. And then 1, 2, 3 towards her. I can't get close enough for him to use guard or anything. But yeah, so all 3 of them are going to mob her now, which is not good. So she's getting mob attacked, and we need some defense here. The best one I have is a 2, so we'll play it. So she's up to 4 defense. Her defense marker's gone. Yeah, this isn't good. And then since there's 3 of them, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy buckets. 9. Ay, ay, ay. 3? Does she have anything that can help her? No. Well, we're at 3 so far. 5, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 18. 18 against 4. That's 4 health loss. I can't believe she survived it. Just barely. And now she has 5 of these left. Oh, and then they move 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Nope. I get to pick where they would have come in. So I would have picked there. So that way. And then this one would have been 1, 2, 3, which is going to go right next to the warden. Alright, so she gets to go again. Because she still has points left. She's almost dead. We're going to do Ricochet. Oh, hold on. She did this one, which cost 2. Yeah, that's the 2 I spent. Alright, yeah, we're going to do Ricochet, which is going to cost 4. And I'm going to target an additional enemy within range 4 of the first target. Add 2 damage for each attack. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. I can target him and him. I'm going to get KO'd doing this, but I'm going to do it. We draw 2 yellow. So I'm going to roll these 2 yellow. I get to add 4 damage to the attack. So I'm just going to add a white. So I did 4 and I add 4 to 8 to make it 8. So that means I did 1 damage each. So pow and pow. Alright, so the first guy died. This comes on the board. And only 3 of the Scar Tribe. Oh, nope, 4 Scar Tribe dice are dead. So the 2s are already gone. Now we move to the 3s. Move 4 to their target. Chain range 2 target. This can Target a maximum of 4 enemies. Will only target oathsworn and allies. Alright, so who did I kill first? I'll say I killed this one first. So this one's going to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So they're doing a chain attack, so they're going to attack her and then the blade. So the blade has to defend against this as well. I wanted to do something before I attacked with her. See, she has one more cube left. I was going to move her to here. And does the warden have the guard ability? He does not, but he has taunt. And we're going to use that. So he's going to taunt one to attack him instead. So it doesn't matter which one. We'll just have this one attack the warden. So now she's only being targeted by the Bone Maiden. Now the chain attack is going to attack both of these. So the blade does get to defend against it, and he will he's going to do this one, forcing him to redraw 2 cards. So yeah, we're going to be fine because this chain attack is going to attack both. So here's how it works. It's going to draw 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the chain attack is this will go against the archer, then this goes away, and then this goes against the blade, then that goes away, and then this goes against the archer, and so forth. Now the archer does need to play a card. She doesn't have anything to play. This is where it's going to KO her. So here we go. It is 6 damage, but the blade can make this thing redraw 2. So we're going to redraw this, and the reason that's happening is because the blade is going to play Mule's Regard, and this will go into the 3 spot, which will cause flow, and still drew a 3, but we drew a blank. Now my biggest issue, and this is the part that sucks, is she's at a 2. So a 3 minus 2 is still a 1. So we got a KO on her. And even though that was a really poor draw. And, this goes away. So then a 3 goes against the blade, who has a 3. So he takes 1. Then she's no longer there to be a target. So the rest of the attack fails. So we got 2 KOs in this one. It's hard to avoid, to be quite honest. I'm being a little reckless, I guess, but this was tough. This is a tough battle with these guys having 5 armor. And then what happens now is this guy attacks the warden. You know what? I just realized a rule. My apologies. The blade's not getting attacked either. So I'm going to put him back to 4. And I'm going to take the card back. And put these back up here. Here's what happened. We killed both of these guys. He doesn't get to counterattack. Even though it's like, okay, this dies first and that dies second. We still have to draw 2 cards. But they both died in the same attack. So they both got destroyed at the same time. So they're both gone. Which means that when he did his taunt, the Bone Maiden had to go after him. So, they moved how many spaces? Move 4 to their target. So this thing would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and then did a chain attack against him. and I did not need to move her closer because he didn't have. I was hoping he had guard, so he would move too. So I did not need to move closer. Where was it? It was probably here. So this thing would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and attacked the warden. And so everything remains the same. I wouldn't have redrawn two of these cards. I'm not going to retcon too much of that. The warden does get to defend himself against it, and he doesn't have. Well, he's got the shield bash here, so he would have added 3, which put him at a 7. And if you recall, the original draw was a 6, so that would have done no damage to him. And so all that's left is one guy. 2 dice were destroyed in the same attack. It's simultaneous, so both these guys died, and we are drawing 2 cards to deal with the fact that this die got destroyed, and now we're going to draw another card because that die got destroyed. But her wrath, there's only one person alive to actually do the card. That's all I'm trying to say. So actually, our archer's still alive, but not for long because the archer is also the cause of the second die. So her target is still the ranger, unless this says otherwise. Yeah, move 6 to the target, attack the target. Target draws all adjacent enemies. Targets all adjacent enemies. Draw once and apply to all targets. So now we're going to do the blade thing, because he's attacking both. So the blade will do the Mule's Regard, which is going to... remember, all these cards were here, so he can force a redraw of 3. And I don't think she has... yeah, she has no defenses to play, so she's in trouble. She's only at 2 against this sucker. Now, she is drawing 1, and then... I mean, I guess you could argue that because both of them died simultaneously, then that means she also has an extra card to draw. That's true. So this one would have been a... or no, we made her redraw here. Let's see. So the warden... I'm going to take a health off the warden because she would have drawn 1 more, and I think that 1 extra was another 3. And so the warden would actually have 9 versus his 7. So now it's a 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, the blade can force a redraw of 3. And he will. So this is 1, 2. Does he have to decide now? I guess so. We'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. I probably shouldn't have done the third one. 3, 4, 5 damage was done. That's enough to do massive damage, though. He takes 1, and she does KO. So, and that puts us to the end of the round. So now, with her off the board, and the cur, she gets to go, the Bone Maiden. So it's her turn. She's going to pick a target. It's going to be the blade. And it's the same deal. And then she's going to move to an obstacle. She would have done that last time, so she would have gone, to here with her back against the tree. This is her target, and there's the obstacle right next to her, so we're not worried about that. The blade has no defense. He has nothing, so she's just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. He's in trouble. 12 divided by 4 is 3. The blade is KO'd. So now we move to a new round. This is horrible. The warden's the only one left. He's going to get 6 and 1. And then allies are going to come out. And they come out at the edge of the board. So we get to pick. So we can have like Gamel. So Gamel's going to come out. They're all a million miles away. He'll come out there. Celeste. Okay, we'll have Lucky. Whoops, I don't need to grab cards. We'll bring Lucky out. There, I forgot the blades off the board. And then we'll get a third one. We'll figure him out later. There. So they all have 2 crystals. We'll do one at a time. So Lucky, Gamel, and then we'll do Harlbeck. So let's start with Lucky. He can move 4 and then attack. And he attacks with 2 yellows. So if one of these is Lucky, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack the Bone Maiden for 2 yellow. That only did 2 damage. I guess we could have added white. I would have added at least 2 more. There's a crit. So only 4 damage. So he doesn't do anything. Next one, 1, 2, 3. And that will be Harlbeck. He gets 2 yellows. Yeah. So we're going to do 2 and 2 again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, we're getting rid of all the blanks with our allies. Then last but not least, we're going to have Gamel. Move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll attack with a red and a yellow and 2 whites. So we got ourselves some nice damage. So I believe that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the crit lets us draw again. 7, 8. Because we knew that all these were gone. Alright, so he did 8 damage, which is only going to be 1 pip. He gains 2 redraws on all attacks until he causes an enemy to lose a health. There it is. He's down to 2. And then we have the Warden, which will move 1. And he's only got 2 cards in his hand. He does get the Battle Flow one. So he'll Battle Flow this. He's got to play this one. An adjacent friendly character may Battle Flow 1 card. Well, that doesn't do anybody any good. So he'll do that for an attack. 1, 2, 3. He gets 1 yellow. Yeah. So we're going to roll our 1 yellow, and then we're going to add 3 white dice. We probably should add 4. Ay, ay, ay. Right. We got a 2, a 1, a crit, and 2 blanks. The Warden has no rerolls. I guess he's adding a reroll. And now he can do this for 3. That's another attack. So he's going to do a yellow and 4 whites again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The two crits I'm going to draw. 10, 12, and those are both crits. Oh, I didn't shuffle. 3, 6, 7, 8. 10 is all I need. She's dead. We win. I don't need to roll. So I took a massive amount of KOs on this one. Um, it's largely first of all, you take a lot of damage going through the journey wood, and then anyways, it's um, I believe I could have played this better, but that's how the cookie crumbles. And ooh, excuse me, we survive at a skin of our chinny chin chin. Isn't that how they say it? So here we go.
The Scar tribe lies broken at your feet. There is something different about killing men rather than beasts, even ones such as these. You gather together and tally the dead. Nearly a dozen refugees lost, but many more were saved today. Among them is a woman. Her beauty shows even beneath the dirt and grime of travel. Long blonde hair fans out on the floor around her, where you find her fainted next to the body of a Scar tribesman. Upon reviving her, you discover her name is Lady Ilana, ward of Lord Montford, who was killed helping her free Bastogne. Taking each of your hands in turn, she fixes you with her eyes and thanks you for saving her life. In return, she wishes to help you in any way she can.
Or you can send her back into the crowd. If you want her as an ally, gain the ally card 13.
Back to the task of surviving, you methodically strip the Scar tribe of anything useful.
Alright, let's see what ally card 13 does for us. That's... Where's the number? Okay, at the bottom. 4. No, we're going to take her as an ally. I don't care. She doesn't do anything, but yeah. I don't see why I would send her back into the crowd. Alright, so we got all that done. Our allies, man-at-arms, we're going to put back. I do like the miniatures being painted and all that jazz. That's still really cool. We're not done. I know we got to go through with the story. So let's get back to that. Tally level, loot, and losses. Alright, we just now moved to level 5. So all characters get ability cards, and a companion would get another archetype card. And you know what I forgot?
The refugees gather round you, reaching out hands of thanks. They know what would have happened had you not arrived. With signs of respect, they will follow the authority of your oath marks and place themselves in your charge. The responsibility is a grave one, but you are shown another compelling reason to bear it. A pile of rations, large enough to get you to Verum.
Alright, so here's... I made a massive mistake. And I just realized it. So first of all, the villagers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I'm going to take one of these. We're going to put it down here in the bottom right corner. And then I just rescued 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I rescued 15. I have 15 villagers. So I'm going to change this to a 12. And then a 3 to show that I have 15 villagers. I also have these 3, which I don't know why I'm keeping the numbers, but I keep thinking that they might mean something, right? So until they tell me otherwise, I'm going to keep those numbers there. So technically I have 18. All right, that's problem 1. But here's my mistake that I made. At the beginning of every battle, I gain a defense token and a redraw. And my argument that I'm making is that my cur would not have died. I could have played my defense token, and then when he took that massive amount of damage that killed him 3 health, that extra defense would have divided differently, and he would not have died. Now, you could argue, well, maybe he would have KO'd later, but I think that that's a tall order. And then the blade would have had one more defense, and then so would have the ranger. Although I carelessly played the ranger, I'm going to leave the ranger KO'd because I was like killing multiple people and all this other stuff. So I'm going to leave one of them KO'd, but I'm bringing 2 of them back with 1 health. And and I know you might not like that because we don't know exactly how it would have played out if you would have retconned everything. But an extra defense token is a world of difference on whether you take a loss of a health point or you don't. And I would argue that the ranger is still going to possibly be alive too, but I won't go that far. I'll bring back 2, but one of them I'll take the KO for. And anyways, I know I guess some of you might not like it. It's a solo game. I'm playing it the way I want to play it. I know I made a mistake. I just think that had I gotten those tokens, I would have used them effectively. Because you see how I play this game. If even if I'm going to lose just 1 health, I add that defense token to reduce it to 0, because every health is precious. And I just think that I did play the ranger careless at the end because I was trying to hurry up and kill them. So I'll let her KO, but the other 2 I'm bringing back up. And who cares about the allies, all that stuff? I'm not going to worry myself there. So let's go back. We have to tally, which means we're doing more than just this. And I don't know. Okay, I know what happened. So I got to go back and we got to tally. So with the tally, um, I got to get rid of all this nonsense. I'm just going to select the whole thing. All right. So we are supposed to deal um, 4. And then with the unique encounter thing, I don't think we were able to. Like, there's nothing up here to reveal that, so we're going to get 2 uniques. And that's what we get. So we got this death rattle. It's a staff. Doesn't do us a look of good. Although it has a black. That's really good. Everybody loses an item. So this is going to be a tough one because I don't want to lose any of these 3 items. This getting a move from your leather armor is really good. So let's see what items we got, I guess. Here is a leather armor that adds black to an attack. Okay, I can afford to give that to the ranger. And that means we lose this one. So that's poof out of the game. And yeah, we'll take that one for her. Adding a black to an attack is always good. Alright, and then we got, if you have not moved yet this turn, gain empowered ×3 on an attack. That's actually really, really decent. Oh, look at this. Longbow. Has a range of 5. Yeah, so I took her leather armor off. I could have taken that one off instead. Let's see, who else is our leather guy? The cur. Yeah, you know what? I could have just made it so the cur loses a leather, and then she's gonna lose her bow. That way, the cur doesn't have to lose one of these items. She'll get both of the items, but she'll give him her leather and take the black dye one. So we got him taken care of, and her. She got a better bow. so she doesn't need this one. So we'll go ahead and delete that. I do like the fact that she got 2 crystals, but that's okay. What else we got? If you have 4 health or less, when you use an ability card for its defense value, treat that card as having 0. Flip one of your items face up. Why is this good? Treat that card as having 0. Oh, so instead of I see, it's a 0 on the board, so you're going to get the card back right away. Alright, that's not horrible. Um, let's hold on to that. And what's this one? Another leather armor. Okay, we do have an iron chainmail here. Add 2 to the damage. I think that's going to go... I like this iron ringmail, I do. I mean, I gotta lose one of these 3. I'm going to go ahead and lose this one. Getting the 2 extra dice is pretty sweet, though. But you know what? Adding 2 damage is not horrible either. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then all that's left is the warden's got to get rid of something. And we already had that figured out. It's the shield. Because he has this shield in the waiting. Alright, so now we got the other problem of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are carrying exactly 12 in our backpack. Okay. Next up, it says gain any one location tile for every 2 civilians left alive during the Scar Tribe fight. These represent new refugees. Place all your refugee tokens in the free company bag. Ah, I see. And do not record your rations.
You assemble the now sizable company of refugees and order them onwards. The village was once Narrenford, and that means the Wire Road is likely nearby.
So I rescued 10 of the 12 villagers, so that means I got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I rescued 5 because it's 10 divided by 2. So that's how I get my 10. So I just made the update here. And it said don't worry about your rations because, I guess we got unlimited rations.
Not far from Narrenford, the group is again engulfed in the darkness of the Deepwood. You fear the Wire Road may not have been run along the Verham Road after all. Then you hear a thrum, cold and metallic. It is the familiar sound. Thrum. The low plucking of the Wire Road. Thrum. You track it through the trees. Samuel stands, plucking the Wire Road. Thrum. You blink, and he is gone. You look back. None of the survivors have seen this. You're not sure if you've seen it yourself. Is this the echo of the satyr's touch, or is it a ghost hounding your steps? You don't know, but you are sure that you have found the way out. Leading the company to it, you reach out to the wire and you feel a warm spark. As you touch the metal, you feel hope.
Okay, that's the end of chapter 4. Ah, I forgot to draw the injury. So let's go do that. Which one's our injury deck? It is this one. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just clean up some stuff here. I'm just deleting some dice. We can always get new ones. We do have one extra item here. So that means we gotta destroy one. This one's not worth anything at the shop anyways, so I'm just gonna drop that item. And then of course there's some basic cleanup like this. That battle was not smooth. I forgot to grab my tokens. I took probably needless damage. Gotta be a little more careful. But these are challenging fights. They are for sure. I'm not sure, like, as I level up, I'm not getting extra defense. I am getting a little bit better might dice, but it is interesting. Uh, so, all right, we got to draw our injury. So here we go. This is definitely an injury. Um, if you do not have 3 ability card in your hand, you lose a health. Okay, that hurts. It hurts quite a bit. Because we use our 3s a lot. Alright, on to the next chapter. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.